Welcome to Porter Coaching Studio. Today is day 3 of my dog food 30-day challenge. So, day 3, I've got a board over here where I'm putting these up to track how it's all going, and this is part of my systems for making things visible because I have ADHD, and making things visible helps me to feel forward momentum and to just remind myself, what am I doing today? So this challenge is all about sharing this coaching program that I'm putting together called Focus Habits. And sorry, I'm being distracted by all of the screens that I'm seeing right now. ADHD moment. But I am doing this because I feel called to help people that have ADHD like me, and to share all of the resources and all of the things that I put together over many years. And so today what I wanted to share is my coaching journey. And I know if you're on Instagram, this is backwards. On YouTube and Facebook, it should be visible the correct way. I tried for a little bit and couldn't figure it out. So here we are. But my coaching journey really started back in 2014. I had just read the book The Go-Giver. Don't remember the author's name, but that book was fantastic, and it really made me think, how can I share what I have with others as a way of networking and just as a way of building up my business acumen and building connections. And so I knew that I loved teaching and training. I had been reading Brian Tracy's Goals. I've been reading a lot of other books, and I was like, why don't I just offer an internship? So I didn't call it coaching. I was just an internship where I'm going to help you figure out the course and direction of your life, and I'll just help hold you accountable, and we'll set plans together and figure that out. So I had 3 guys say yes. I had Sean, Ernesto, and Travis. They all said yes to doing at least 8 weeks and meeting with me weekly and being accountable for the homework that we did. And all 3 of them wanted to change from what they were doing before to something different. Sean wanted to get into marketing. Travis wanted to become a software developer. He was at U of A, but he didn't know any software development. And then Ernesto also wanted to get into software. And so we worked together. And although it didn't take 8 weeks, it took longer than that. After a little while, all 3 of them have gotten into those roles, since 2014. And so that's pretty cool looking back. Man, I've had an impact on those people from reading The Go-Giver and then applying it to my life. So then I was looking back through emails and searching the word internship and helping people. And I saw over 20 people since that time that I've helped in that same process, whether it's getting together for coffee and just chatting about, what do you want to accomplish? How can I help you do that? Are you satisfied in your job? Like what isn't working? And what would make it satisfying, do you think? And so all of those questions are really coaching questions that I didn't know that at the time, but I was doing coaching. So fast forward to 2019, 2020. I was doing freelance work, and I love Notion, so I was helping businesses and corporations use Notion effectively, and then I was also doing some other freelance gigs. And some of my clients, CEOs, COOs, or just heads of companies, the ones that I loved working with, they all had ADHD. And some of them knew it was ADHD, and others just knew that, hey, I'm distracted. I'm easily distracted, so I have to do different things for myself. And so we would get talking, and I would share some of the habits that I had and some of the resources. I'd be, where did you learn this? Like, oh, yeah, I need to incorporate that. Oh, I need to incorporate that. And so I was doing consulting work, but I was also ending up doing coaching work too. And so then fast forward to 2022 was the first time that I ever called it coaching. My friend Colby and I got together for coffee, and he said, Chris, you're this entrepreneur. I think you'd be a perfect fit for this program that I'm working with called Infuse. And it's out of the church to empower entrepreneurs out of the church to further their business while also finding out like what is the integration between your faith and your work. And so through that program, it was a 9-month program. I really like dug into like, what is this that I want to be doing? What do I feel called to be doing that God has, put me on this earth? I've so often wondered, why do I have ADHD? And I mean, I would struggle. Sometimes I would cry that like, I wish I didn't have this brain. But then I've overcome so much, and I have found things that work. So going through Infuse, I got a little bit of business coaching, and I realized that this person that was business coaching me was doing coaching, and that was the thing that I love doing, that I had been doing all along. And so then I started saying, okay, yes, I am a coach. What I have done in the past is definitely coaching, and I want to continue doing that and helping other people with my coaching. So then I started taking on clients, and I just started documenting all of the resources and all of the habits, all of the things that I do that have helped me. And these aren't things that I've necessarily come up with. It's, I've got a Notion template, happy to share it with you, that has over 40 links to blog posts, websites, YouTube videos, books that have really influenced me and helped me to sit down and get work done. It helps me to identify what work should I be doing and what work should I not be doing, and actually give to somebody else, because I am not going to be good at that. There's that Einstein quote, don't judge a fish by how well it could fly. I completely butchered that. There's more to it, but that resonates with me. Like, if I'm a monkey, don't judge me how well I can swim or how deep I can dive, versus if I'm a dolphin, don't judge me how good I do on the monkey bars, right? Like, that just makes sense. But yet I think we often do that. Like, oh, I should be able to fit into any role and do anything. So 2022, I started coaching, and I started taking notes, and I started really diving into what is a framework that I could share with other people that has commonalities across my clients. And so then what I shared yesterday was that, 3 months ago, my wife and I had a beautiful daughter. And now all of a sudden, I'm not doing scheduled Zoom coaching calls. It just doesn't work for me to being a stay-at-home working dad with my daughter. That yes, we will, get help from other people, but I want to be able to do work that I feel called to do, while also helping people, helping other people like me. I wish I had had someone like me in my life, in high school and in college and in my first jobs, that could have encouraged me in the things that I didn't realize I needed to push on and keep going after. And also maybe the things that, like, it's okay to put down a book and to not finish it if you don't enjoy it, or if you don't like the author. Like, those are things that I wish someone had just given me permission to say, hey, you don't have to do this. Because I would beat myself over the head that, oh, why am I so stupid? Like, why can't I finish this book? Oh, like, and taxes, I hate taxes. Why am I so bad at doing taxes? And now in the last several years, like, I'm able to just do it because I've got all these other systems in place. And I also hand off as much as possible. If it's something I'm not good at doing, I hand it off. So yeah, I've got systems. And so I have a coaching program that I'm almost ready to share, where you can leave video voice messages. I will be sharing a video that I record that day, and you can watch it on your own time. And then you could respond back with questions to me. And then as soon as I'm available, after feeding my baby or changing a diaper, then I can respond. And so we can go back and forth, but it doesn't have to be this scheduled call, because that just does not work for my life anymore. And I think that I'm excited that I think that this program will also work well for other people like me, because sometimes you have ideas and you just want to like ask somebody, you just want to share, and like you don't have to wait for the next coaching call. Whereas this would be every day going through these 7 focus habits for an intentional life. So the first week would be an introduction, and then the rest of the days here, as I go through this challenge, I'm going to share each one of those focus habits. And what does that focus habit solve? Like, what are those challenges in your life that maybe you have time blindness like me? Maybe you've jumped around from job to job, kind of dopamine seeking all the time, or doom scrolling like I was doing right before my baby. I still go through these, short patterns where I catch myself doing something that is not healthy, and then I'm able to quickly stop it and then fix it. So it's not that I'm perfect. It's not that I've, attained this higher level. It's that I'm aware of when it's happening. I have a coach that helps me. I have systems in place that when things are breaking down, I know very quickly, and I have a tool to reach in, grab, and to say, okay, I'm going to use this tool. I'm going to grab one of my timers that I keep on my desk, and I'm going to set it for 10 minutes, and I'm going to focus for those 10 minutes, and then I might go do some push-ups, and then come back, and I might go take a walk, and then I come back, and I focus for those short durations until I can extend that time and make it 15, make it 25. Today I worked for 2 hours straight, even though I only slept I went to bed at 3 a.m. and slept in till like 7:30. So I don't know what that math is right now. I can't do that crazy math. But I was able to work today and to be focused because I've got these systems in place, despite an environment that might be distracting, despite lack of sleep. So I don't need to go too much more into detail about all of that. I can't wait to share more of what I have in store in my notes. So I'm just going to look at what else we have. So tomorrow is an introduction into the 7 habits. Then day 5, I'm going to share the first habit of the craftsman mindset and go into that a little bit. Then chart your course, master time, order the chaos, discover your voice, get growth guidance, and simply strategize. So those are the habits, the focus habits that I call them. And then I'm going to share my ADHD story, how I found out about that. I've got, all 30 days of notes ready to start sharing with you online. And hopefully I don't miss a day, because I do not want to have to eat this chicken and rice formula for dogs. Let's see. Instagram, you probably can't read it because it's backwards. YouTube and Facebook. Okay, it's not doing it because of my face. There you go. So yeah, that's sitting on my desk here, kind of motivating me to not miss a day. So thanks for joining in on this live stream. I can't wait to share more of this with you. And I really hope that these systems that I have in place, so I've got these sticky notes, keeping track of the days, where it kind of motivates me to like not miss a day. And then I'm over here, I'm actually, I don't know if Instagram, let's see. Yeah. So I'm just doing a bar here. So every day, every checkbox, I've got a bar, and I'm just going to keep filling this in. So when it's all black, I've done 30 days nonstop. If I miss one, then dog food it is. So that's all I had. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. I guess I do have 2 asks. My first ask is, if you know someone that would benefit from following this journey, from hearing about my story of ADHD, and maybe they might want to join this Focus Habits group coaching program that I'm putting together. If you know someone like that, maybe a family member, a friend, or a coworker, tag them on Facebook or Instagram, or I'm also on YouTube, and let them know about this, or send them the link, however you want to do it. just my ask is that you would share this if you know someone that could benefit. The second ask is, if this resonates with you, if you have ADHD, or maybe you've never been diagnosed, but you know that you struggle with focus. You sometimes can get in the flow and maybe you hyper focus, sometimes on the wrong thing. And other times you hyper focus or you can't focus at all. And you're just completely distracted and you feel torn in 5 different directions all the time. I get it. I've been there, and it sometimes happens to me, even now. But I reach into my pocket, pull out one of those tools that I have, and I use it, and then I'm able to get back into focus and into flow. So if that's you, I encourage you to sign up for the waitlist. I'll be posting it on the comment, hopefully the first comment, if I know how to pin it on there. But I'd love to have you at least hear more about this Focus Habits group coaching as soon as it's ready to go live. And I'd love to meet you. I'd love to swap stories and hear about your journey and the mind maps that you created. Just there's something so beautiful when you get to talk to other people with ADHD and you go, "Oh, you do that too? Oh, you did that also?" Like I don't know. I could go into all sorts of things that I did that as I've talked to other people with ADHD. We connect. Even friends in India that I've been talking to, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, you discovered that too? I discovered that." And then I felt like I was the only one that knew about Mind Maps by Tony Buzan. And then we both get chills. So so if that's you, sign up on the wait list. And I'd love to meet you, or if I already know you, I'd love to have you join. So thanks so much for watching. Cheers. And then if I can figure out how to end this live.